Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk about something that I have experienced very often, and I bet most of vegan activists have. Well, it's name calling, all kinds of names. And one of the most prevalent after stop forcing your beliefs on me and things like that is vegans being called cowards, which is beyond. So I'm here to explore this topic. Are vegans pussies, or is that does that come from not understanding something? So, to give an example of one of the many things we go through, I'm gonna read you something I learned about yesterday from a friend of mine. I'm just gonna read out his report. So here it goes. Today, a local museum shot a pig in the head for education. After they showed the first pig get shot, stabbed, and hung, and all the kids, some seemed as young as 5 years old, were crying and traumatized, they thought it was a good idea to bring out the second pig. Activists all across the country asked the museum to spare the life of the second pig. But then the museum decided it was a good idea to let three men hold the pig down while they stabbed him numerous times in the face and stomach. They actually shot the second pig on a distance. While holding up the severed leg of one of the two pigs, one of the people working there mockingly kept repeating, "This is what we make bacon out of. It's very healthy and very tasty." One old guy screamed, "How old do you want the pigs to grow? Are you gonna let them live for hundreds of years? That's animal abuse." Can you picture this? Can you picture public mutilations and executions of animals in front of little kids? Who do you think is brave in this situation? Those that stand up for the lives of others and protect them, or those who just passively stand by and enable cruelty in the world? What is more brave? And I can also give an example from my own personal experience. And I am more of a coward than the rest of the activists. So one day I was debating a hunter online, and when he ran out of arguments, and all non-vegans eventually do, because it's either you have to show the cruel side of you and say that you want animals to be tortured and killed, or just accept that in your heart you already agree with veganism. And when he ran out of arguments, he disappeared, and I thought he's not gonna come back and that the debate is over. But it wasn't. It was far from it. After half an hour, he posted a picture of a pig whose head was cut off, and the picture had a comment underneath which said, "I cut this pig's head off with a chainsaw because of vegans like you." Well, he essentially meant that he can't justify his position intellectually, so he resorted to violence. And these are just few examples of what vegans go through almost daily. Do you think you'd have the courage to watch how animals are killed every time you engage in eating meat, or when you buy leather? Would you watch how they live their lives, more often than not in confinement and mutilated before they get killed, either by their throats being cut or gassed to death. That's one of the most humane ways to kill. Do you have the courage to take a look of how it really looks like? Most people who say that vegans are weak or pussies or cowards, they don't have the bravery to stand up for what is right. Or maybe you don't feel anything when you watch, and you could watch, unlike most people, you could watch slaughterhouse footage every time you engage in consuming animal products. But if you don't feel anything, how can you be brave? If you don't feel fear, how can you overcome it? Maybe next time, think about things we see on a daily basis. And maybe then you would find some courage in you too, to take a look at that and stand up for what is right.